As we welcome you back here to Hyatt Stadium. Getting set for game number 2. We will run through the starting lineups here in just a little bit and just have right now for you the Pierre Governor lineup that we can pass along to you. Lincoln Keenels will lead things off as he'll be playing short. Jake Mayer is batting second and playing left field. Andy Gordon will bat third and play third base. Bennett Dean is at first playing at the cleanup spot. Jack Merkwan is in right field. Colin Bergman will be the DH. Spencer Lettler will be the center fielder. Matt Hansen will be pitching, and Kate Kaiser will be at second. So you see about 3 names in there that were the same in the starting lineup, the starting 9 that were batting. Jake Mayer will be that 4th guy, but he was the starting pitcher, but he will now be in the out on the field. So you see Keenels, Gordon, and Dean, the only 3 guys that are in the lineup again for the Governors. But you're looking at Kate Kaiser getting a chance to play second base. Jack Merkwan, Colin Bergman in the starting lineup as well. Jake Mayer batting second. So should be a fun second game here for the Governors, and a little bit different line than what we've been seeing. We've kind of seen those top 4 or 5 spots kind of stay the same in terms of having Keenels at Keenels, then Wiebe, Gordon, Keenels, Rasky, Gordon, Wiebe, and Dean. Those 5 guys have been consistent being in the order, but a chance now to kind of get a couple extra guys in the batting order for this Pierre Governor team as they will face Rapid City Central in game number 2. Matt Hansen, he's the man on the mound for the Pierre Governors. We'll go through his numbers here in just a little bit. Still waiting on Rapid City Central to give their lineup for game number 2. Governors and Rapid City Central Cobblers coming up here in just a little bit, hoping to get game time here in the next 10 minutes, but we'll continue with our in-game break back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Pierre Sports Center is your local Ranger Boat and Mercury Outboard dealer. They're a must-see for your Ranger boat needs. See their selection of Mercury outboard motors for more power. Pierre Sports Center can help you with financing and other boating needs. Need service for your boat or trailer to keep you going? Pierre Sports Center is your one-stop shop. Pierre Sports Center, Ranger Boats, and Mercury Outboard. A combination that can't be beat. Pierre Sports Center, 1440 North Garfield Avenue in Pierre. Or give them a call, 224-5546. When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wegner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wegner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WegnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wegner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WegnerAuto.com or stop by Wegner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
Evermore Boutique, where fashion doesn't have to break the bank. See them for men's, women's, and children's clothing, shoes, accessories, and so much more. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from noon to 7, Saturdays from 11 to 6, and Sundays from noon to 5. Visit Evermore Boutique, located at 104 South Pierre Street in Pierre, or give them a call today, 605-494-0194. That's Evermore Boutique in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent with BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
As we welcome you back here at Hyde Stadium as we continue to get set for game number 2 of our doubleheader. Still waiting on that Rapid City Central lineup before we can give that out to you. You do have the Pierre Governor lineup. We went through that. We can go through it again here. As Lincoln Keenels will lead things off playing shortstop. Jake Mayer will bat second, playing left field. Andy Gordon batting third, playing third base. Bennett Dean is cleaning up, playing first base. Jack Burkwan, the right fielder, batting fifth. Colin Bergman, the DH, batting sixth. Spencer Lettler will play center field and bat seventh. Matt Hansen, the pitcher, batting eighth, and Cade Kaiser, the second baseman, as he will bat ninth for the Governors. Deegan Huska is the catcher in game number 2, as Bergman will hit for him. And again, for the Governors, Matt Hansen, he is on the mound. And for Matt Hansen so far this season, 4 2/3 innings. This is going to be his third appearance, the first time he's been on the mound to start a game. He is 1-0 so far this year. 3 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 run as well. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, a 1.5 ERA, and a .85 whip for the Pierre Governors. Matt Hansen. So this Governor team, again, we saw 3 pitchers throw in that first game. I would expect that we'll see, and now especially, if you're keeping up with Pierre Governor tennis, Matt Hansen will be available to play all day Saturday. He's doesn't have to worry about the tennis tournament because they've moved that to that tournament being all day Friday. Now he's gonna be a worn out guy because he's playing here today. He's got tennis 3 duels tomorrow, and then that tournament on Friday. So he's gonna be worn out, especially when he's pitching here in game number 2. But overall, here for Matt Hansen, the Governor baseball team has him in full force on Saturday. Don't have to worry about going back and forth between tennis or potentially, and Coach Steele worrying if he's going to get back in time for his match, if he would be coming to baseball at all. But just overall now, all of a sudden, things are much easier for Matt Hansen to worry about tennis tomorrow and Friday, and then worry about strictly baseball on Saturday and Sunday. Again, weather pending on Saturday, 70% chance of rain. Hope that I hate to say it, too, because one way or the other, I think somebody's going to be disappointed because you need the rain. We need the rain. We absolutely need the rain as the Governors are taking the field. But we definitely need to have, I shouldn't say definitely need to have a game, but want to have a game as well. So we'll continue to we'll watch the weather, have updates throughout on KCCR. But right now, 70% chance of rain, so you never really know what might happen. Matt Hansen taking the field, taking the mound for the Governors. We step aside for a minute, come back with first pitch. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
HOMECARE Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. HOMECARE Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about HOMECARE Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. HOMECARE Services, 224-2273.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
As we welcome you back to Hyatt Stadium, we are set for baseball here in game number 2. Matt Hansen is on the mound as we go through the Rapid City Central lineup. It'll be Aiden Mason leading things off. He is the pitcher. The left fielder, Kyle Schluter, will bat second. The shortstop, Caden Jones, batting third. Riley Palmer will bat fourth and play first base. Brecken O'Brien, the catcher, batting fifth. Carter Utek, the right fielder, batting sixth. Trey Houlihan, the DH, batting seventh. It will be Wesley Gillespie, the second baseman, batting eighth. And rounding out the order will be Brody Matthews, the third baseman for Rapid City Central. So Hansen finishing up his warm-up tosses. Aiden Mason will be on the mound. Boy, those lines field looks great going into game number 2. A lot of work going in from game 1 to game 2, but it looks absolutely fantastic. We're ready for baseball here in game 2 between Rapid City Central and the Pierre Governors. Listen to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station just past 7 o'clock. We're set here for game number 2. Hansen and Huska talking about potentially, would assume they're probably talking about signs right now before we actually get underway. So Aiden Mason will lead things off, pitcher against pitcher here in the leadoff game number 2. Hansen will deliver the first pitch. And we are underway as that one is over for strike 1. First pitch is at 7:09 here at beautiful Hyde Stadium. 0-1 pitch, lights are on. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside is now 1-1. Again, Govs are looking to go to now 10 games over 500. If they can get a win against Rapid City Central here in game 2, they're 13-4 now on the year. 1-1 pitch. That one is over at the knees and is now 1-2. Mason in game number 1, he went 0 for 3, ground out all 3 times. He also drew a walk. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one, a protection swing there from Mason. He'll foul away to the backstop, and it remains at 1-2. And Matt Hansen so far allowing just 3 hits in 4 2/3 innings and only 1 walk. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Hansen to Mason. And again, going down to foul that one away. Was a close pitch, and a good job by Mason to spoil it and stay alive at 1-2. Try the 1-2 pitch again. Curveball that's outside, and it's now 2-2. Dean hugging the line over at first base. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside, it's now 3-2. Go through that defense positioning here after this batter. Good first at bat here for Aiden Mason. Fouled a couple pitches away, and now he's got into a full count pitch. And here is the payoff pitch from Hansen. Just a bit outside, and it's a leadoff walk issue to Mason. And Rapid City Central as their first base runner of game number 2. That'll bring up Kyle Schluter. Schluter went 1 for 4 in game number 1. Defensively for the Governors, Jake Mayers out in left, Spencer Lettler in center, Jack Merkwan in right. Andy Gordon is at third, Lincoln Keenel is the shortstop, Cade Kaiser at second, Bennett Dean at first, Dagan Huska behind the plate. And the first pitch from Hansen to Kyle Schluter. Swing and a miss by the left fielder, Schluter, who is, again, 1 for 4 so far overall today. That was in game 1. He singled back in that top of the 5th inning where Rapid City Central did most of their damage. They had 2 runs on 3 hits. They had they did have half their hits in that first. As the 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. The ball got to the backstop. The runner was off to second in Mason, but because he didn't see that the ball had gone to the backstop, he couldn't advance to third base. So it is still at 0-2. Hansen will come set from the stretch. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is popped up into shallow center field, going back to second baseman Kaiser. He'll make the catch. There's the first down here in the top of the first inning. Good play there by the freshman Kaiser. And that'll bring up Caden Jones. Jones went 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs in game 1. Again, it's Mason, Schluter, now Jones. Then it'll be Palmer, O'Brien, Utech, Houlihan, Gillespie, and Matthews. Here's the first pitch to Jones from Hansen. That one bounces, and a good block there by Huska. And it's 1-0. To the shortstop, Jones. Again, Aiden Mason will be pitching. He's out in second right now, but he will be the starter for Rapid City Central. He'd be the guy that's thrown the third most innings for Rapid City Central. That one comes behind Caden Jones. Moved in front of almost got in front of the plate to avoid getting hit by the pitch. So the count is now 2-0. Riley Palmer is on deck. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Hanson to Caden Jones. That one's at the letters. It is now 2-1. We'll run through Aiden Mason's stat line once we get to the bottom of the first inning. Here is now the 2-1 pitch from Hanson to Jones. After a long pause, that one is fouled off of Jones. Got it right off the foot. That does not feel good. And a cool evening like it is feels a little bit worse. Going to try and walk it off as the count goes to 2-2. So Matt Hanson so far, he gave up that leadoff walk. He's got the next man to pop out. There's one down here in the top of the first inning. Runner at second. That is Aiden Mason. And Jones still a little bit of a limp as he walks back to the batter's box. So here comes the 2-2 pitch from Hanson to Jones. Couple of looks at second, and Hanson delivers. That one's fought off, going into shallow center field, and Lincoln Keenels will race a step into the outfield grass to make the catch. And there's now two down. As that brings up now Riley Palmer, who was the best hitter for the Rapid City Central Cobblers in game number one, went 2 for 3. A double and single for Riley Palmer. In the biggest spot that he came up, he ended up popping out to Gordon in foul territory over at third base. Here's the first pitch to Palmer. Swings and fouls that one over towards the third base dugout, and it's 0-1. In upcoming games here for the Pierre Governors, it is going to be Brandon Valley on Saturday, 1-3 start. Sturgis on Sunday at 1-3, and then the final two doubleheaders with Washington and Lincoln on that Friday and Saturday of next week. That one missed, and it's now 1-1. So only 4 doubleheaders left. 8 games to go after this game concludes before the end of the regular season. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one's hit hard by Palmer, going back to left fielder. Mayer will turn and hits the bottom of the wall, and it's a 2-out RBI double for Riley Palmer. He continues to swing a hot bat for Rapid City Central, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Cobblers here at the top of the first inning. Boy, that one nearly got out of here. But the Cobblers now have a 1-0 lead for Brecken O'Brien, the catcher. O'Brien went 0 for 3 in game number 1. Boy, that was a hard hit ball. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Palmer's got his second double of the doubleheader. But he smoked that one. Hit the bottom of the wall out there in left field, right over the head of Jake Mayer, as it counts now 0-2. He turned that into a metal bat, and that one has no chance of staying in the ballpark. It barely stayed in this ballpark at 324 down the line. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's a little floater into left field. That's down for a base hit. Mayer will come up. He will throw it to the cutoff man, Gordon. Takes one hop to him and keeps the runner at third. But it's now first and third here with 2 away. And that will continue the inning to Carter Utek. So 2 hits in the inning, along with that leadoff walk. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner coming for O'Brien. Wait to see what that number is and tell you who it is. And he turned around the wrong way. So unable to see the number. And they never turn the right way. Every single time there's a courtesy runner, not really sure who it is. They turn where they're back with the big number. They turn the back all the way to the field instead of turning it all the way around so I can see the press box. Here's first pitch. Take it for strike one. Here to Carter Utek. Utek went 1 for 3 with a single in game one of this doubleheader. He's got a runner at third base. That is Riley Palmer. And a courtesy runner up first. That one will bounce in. A good block there by Huska. As Ben Harms is the guy that was running for Rapid City Central. So Harms is running for O'Brien. On at first base. Hanson will come set from the stretch. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Utek. That one's high and outside, and the count is now 2-1. It's not necessarily the best start for Hanson, but again, you get out of this inning here, you get this guy with 2 outs, and maybe you feel like it's worse, but it's only a 1-0 game. 2-1 pitch is chopped at the plate, and it's going to be fouled, and the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You get Utek here, whether it's on a third strike. He puts the ball in play, and defense makes a play for you. Still good out of it with only allowing 1 run in the top of the first inning. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Runner takes off. That one will bounce to the dirt. It's now a 3-2 count, but the runner is at second base, so nobody gets a head start. And Utek has worked the count full. Some action down the right field bullpen. A couple lefties throwing back and forth here as Hanson stepped off. Now he's going to go from the windup. So here's a 3-2 pitch from Matt Hanson to Carter Utek. Outside. It's a 2-out walk, and the bases are now loaded. And that'll bring up Trey Houlihan. Coach Dirk Campbell will make his way out to talk with Matt Hanson. So with the pause, the bases are loaded here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning, and Coach Campbell trying to settle down his starting pitcher. Hanson, through the first 4 2/3 innings that he's thrown, he's looked really good. And he can still have a good outing. I mean, it's only 1 run given up so far. The bases are loaded, so you're trying to avoid a big inning here from Rapid City Central, but you can still have yourself a good outing, settle into this game, get this guy out right here, Houlihan. Go to the dugout only down 1-0. Put it on your offense to score a couple runs. First pitch misses in the dirt. And it's taken for ball 1. Houlihan went 1 for 3 with a RBI double in game number 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's a ground ball to the left side. That's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to hold the next runner up. So it's now a 2-0 lead here for Rapid City Central. On the RBI, a single from Houlihan. And that'll bring up Wesley Gillespie. So it's the 8th hitter in the first inning to come to the plate for Rapid City Central. First pitch to Gillespie. Swings and misses. The ball will get to the backstop, though. Another run will come in to score. The throw will get away, and they we're going to try and send another runner in, but it's now a 3-0 lead for Rapid City Central. And it's second and third here with 2 away. The wild pitch or pass ball was a swing and miss by Gillespie. So the count's 0-1. But the ball got away from Deegan Huska. 0-1 pitch. There's a hard hit ball. 2 Lincoln Keno's at short on 1 hop. The throw to first, and that will retire the side here in the top of the first inning. So 3-run score for Rapid City Central on 3 hits in the inning, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We have played a half an inning. Rapid City Central leads Pierre 3-0. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Bottom of the first inning. Govs have some work in front of them. Down 3-0 to Rapid City Central. The Lincoln Keynoles, Jake Mayer, Andy Gordon. Bennett Dean, Jack Merquan, Colin Bergerman, Spencer Lettler, Matt Hansen, and Kate Kaiser in the batting order for the Pierre Governors. For Rapid City Central, they go with the left-hander, as it will be Aiden Mason. Mason is the number 3 pitcher in terms of innings for Rapid City Central. 14 innings. This will be his 9th appearance. Second time he's started. He's 0-1 so far. 30 hits allowed, 33 runs. 20 of those have been earned. 18 walks, 11 strikeouts, 5 hit batters. His ERA is at 10. His whip is 3.42. So the Govs are going to be wanting to jump up on him early, as Keynoles will dig in. Here's the first pitch from Mason to Keynoles. Upstairs for ball 1. So Lincoln Keynoles, he was 2 for 4 in game number 1 with a triple and a double. That triple was scored by assistant coach for Pro State, Nathan Nas. The 1-0 pitch, that one is hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Leadoff man is aboard. Third hit of the day for Lincoln Keynoles. And that'll bring up Jake Mayer. No McGuire Rasky in the lineup. No Jaden Wiebe that we're used to seeing in the lineup. Different guys will be hitting in that 2 and now 5, 6 spots, because it's been usually Rasky and Wiebe. Here's the first pitch to Jake Mayer. He'll pop that one up. That one is to the first baseman. It comes in foul territory. And the first baseman in Palmer make the catch, and there's now one down. So that'll bring up Andy Gordon. Schluter is out in left field. The center fielder is one that I have failed to put on my score sheet. So the center fielder is Mellum. He is being DH for. That would be why it's not on my score sheet. Utek is out in right. Matthews at third. As the first pitch misses low to Gordon, the throw to second. Keynoles will dive head first into second safely. And now Andy Gordon's got a runner in score position here with one away. Jones is at short. At second is Gillespie. Palmer is at first. O'Brien behind the plate. As Keynoles was off with the pitch, Gordon fouled it at the plate. Counts now 1-1. And Aiden Mason is on the mound for Rapid City Central. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Keynoles on at second base. He's in scoring position here for Gordon. Gordon picked up an RBI, sac fly, extend their lead in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 pitch. Gordon will ground it to the left side. That gets underneath the glove of the third baseman into left field. Keenels will round third. He will come in to score. The throw goes high over the cutoff man. And Gordon will be on at second as they trade spots, and the Governors are on the board. 3-1. We'll give it an RBI single for Andy Gordon. Tough play over at third base. So we'll give it an RBI. And we'll bring up Bennett Dean here with one down in the bottom of the first. First pitch will miss, low and outside to Dean. He had that big 2 RBI triple in the 6th inning. In game number 1, he went 2 for 4 in the ball game. He singled and tripled. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will bounce in. Good block there by O'Brien, and it's now 2-0. Dean was coming in hitting 256 on the year. He's got now 2 triples. He has driven in 3 runs. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's at the letters and is now 2-1 here to Dean. Gordon is on at second base. He's in scoring position here for Dean. The 2-1 pitch. That is outside and it's now 3-1. Govs trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the first. 2 hits so far in the inning. Keenels and Gordon have both singled. Gordon took second on the throw. Came in when Keenels came in to score. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Dean. That one will bounce in. Gordon will read it, and he will get to third base standing up. And it's now first and third here with 1 down. And that'll bring up Jack Merkwan with Gordon now over at third base. Dean at first, and Merkwan will get his first at-bats. Merkwan hitting .538 so far. 5 runs driven in, 2 triples, 2 doubles. 7 for 13 on the season. First pitch, Merkwan swing it, and he'll foul it back. He's missed a couple of different games for track, as well as I believe he was one of the guys taking the ACT on one of the Saturdays when they took on Harrisburg. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Merkwan. Dean's off for the pitch. The throw to second, got all the way through. Dean safe at second, and Gordon will come in to score. So the Govs now down just 3-2. And Merkwan has an RBI away from tying the ball game up. So Dean will get credit for the steal, and Gordon knew it as soon as the ball was let go that he was going to be able to score. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Merkwan upstairs. It's now 2-1. Mason will come set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's hit foul over the top of the head of Coach Ryan Kruger, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Goes to spotted Rapid City Central, those 3 runs at the top of the first. Now looking to answer it all the way back. The first 5 hitters. Mason will peer in for the sign. He'll come set. And the 2-2 pitch to Merkwan. Swings and misses. Merkwan strikes out, but he will take off for first, and he will get to first base. And so it's now first and third here with 1 down. And it turns into a pass ball. And it's first and third again here for the Governors. And that'll bring up Colin Bergman, the DH. Bergman batting .500 so far in the season. He has driven in 4 runs. 4 for 8 so far here at the midway points. First pitch, Merkwan takes off. That one's over for strike 1. Not cleanly in the glove of the catcher O'Brien. And to second base will be Jack Merkwan, and it's now first and second second and third with one down. So now a base hit here for Bergman could give the Govs the lead. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Comes in and hits Bergman. So now the bases are loaded. To bring up Spencer Lettler. Spencer Lettler, he will get his first at-bat of the day. 3:57 coming in. 5 runs driven in so far for the center fielder. Batsloff throws left. First pitch to Lettler. Comes up high and inside. And it's 1-0. Bases are juiced. Here in the bottom of the first, 3-2 lead for Rapid City Central. The Govs looking to take their first lead. 1-0 pitch is at the letters, now 1-1. Outfield playing deep for Lettler. Infield is in mostly all the way around. 1-1 pitch is fouled back. And it's now 1-2 count. Big thing is they're mostly playing in, but the second baseman in Gillespie's playing a little bit farther back than everybody else. Rails near the infield grass. He's a couple steps away. 1-2 pitch will bounce in. And a good take by Lettler, and the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Number 8 hitter Matt Hansen, he is on deck. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Lettler, hard hit ball up the middle for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. The Governors are going to take the lead. Lettler around first. He's on his way to second. He's got himself a 2 RBI double. And the Govs will now lead 4-3 here in game number 2. And 2 more runners are out there for Matt Hansen. A big 2 RBI double there for Lettler. And after being up 3-0 for Rapid City Central, they don't get to enjoy the lead coming to the plate again the top of the second. They're already down 4-3. Matt Hansen will take the first pitch inside. Now, that's a big answer for the Pierre Governors. And again, these are games that you need to win if you're the Governors. And not taking anything from Rapid City Central. But these are when the record is like it is for Rapid City Central, as Hansen will drive in 2 more runs as he shoots that one to center field. A 2 RBI single for Matt Hansen. He clears the bases, and the Govs are now up 6-3 here in the bottom of the first inning. Both Bergman and Spencer Lettler come in to score. And that'll bring up Cade Kaiser. As Kaiser actually going to have a runner, we will see Isaac Pollock come in to run here for Pierre. 6-3 lead for the Pierre Governors here in the bottom of the first inning. Cade Kaiser trying to keep that 1,000 batting average going. First pitch is at the knees for strike 1. Kaiser is 1 for 1. He tripled in his only at bat so far. He is walked once and was hit by a pitch his other time. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kaiser. Runners off, swing and a miss by Kaiser. The throw to second, not in time. Pollock will steal it. The ball actually got away and will get into center field, and Pollock will take third on the air for Rapid City Central. So now he is just 90 feet away. You have to charge that to the shortstop. The throw was spot on there from the catcher and O'Brien. So now the count is 0-2 here to Kaiser. I'll find a way to bring home Pollock. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one will bounce, and that will get to the backstop, and Pollock will come around to score. And the Governors have put up at least a 7 spot here in the bottom of the first inning. They now lead 7-3. And the Govs are going to bat around with 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Counts now 1-2 here to Cade Kaiser, and Lincoln Keenels, top of the order, is on deck. Bases are now empty. 1-2 pitch from Mason to Kaiser. Swings and misses and goes down on strikes, so there's now 2 away. And that'll bring up Lincoln Keenels. Keno's is 1 for 1 with a single. Came around to score. Everybody that has reached base so far, the first 9 hitters, has come around to score. There's a ground ball fielded by the third baseman, Matthews. The throw to first. It is barely in time. The Governors will end the inning, but not before they score 7 times in the inning. On 4 hits, there was 1 error and no one left on base. After 1, looking more like a football score. Pierre leading Rapid City Central 7-3. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
This is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com. Top of the second inning. Governors now enjoy a 7-3 lead. John McClure Long here on this Wednesday evening, along with you here on this Wednesday evening. And again, send greetings from Greg Dean. He will rejoin again as we head to the stretch run of this regular season into the postseason. Can't wait to have Greg back in the booth, and especially here at Hyde Stadium. We've only got a chance to call 2 games from Hyde Stadium one day so far. It is 9-1-2. Brody Matthews, Aiden Mason, and Kyle Schluter here for Rapid City Central. First pitch to Brody Matthews is missed for ball 1. Ended up in the chest protector of the umpire. I think the umpire caught it and throwing it back to Hanson. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Matthews. That one misses down low and is now 2-0. Matthews in game number 1. He went 0 for 2. Struck out looking both times he came to the plate, and then was relieved for a defensive replacement, as it's now 2-1. Whenever the pitching change happened, where Schluter came in to pitch, moved everybody around, and Matthews was the odd man out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one will miss low and outside, and the count is now 3-1. Hanson in that first inning, he walked 2. Gave up 3 hits. 3 runs came around to score for Rapid City Central. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Leadoff walk is issued to Brody Matthews, and that'll bring up Aiden Mason. Mason led off the top of the first with a walk. Mason's still looking for his first hit of this doubleheader. He has walked twice to be on base those 2 times. First pitch from Hanson to Mason after a long look at first base. There's a pop up on the left side. Mayer will go over for it. He will make the catch. And there's 1 down. Wind might have taken that one a little bit farther than what I originally thought it was going to go. Well, there's 1 down nonetheless, and now bring up Kyle Schluter. So Schluter 0 for 1, popped out to the second baseman Kaiser in his first trip to the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Hanson to Schluter. He'll shoot that one down the left field line. Mayer going over. He's not going to get there in time. It lands for a base hit. Mayer did a good job to cut off, throw it in to the third baseman Gordon, and it's just a long single for Schluter. But it is now first and second here with 1 down. And that'll bring up Caden Jones. Jones popped out to Keenels in his first at bat. 1 down, first and second here at the top of the second. First pitch to Jones. Swings and fouls it. As he was ahead of that first pitch. And you look at the middle of the order for Rapid City Central. You look at Jones, Palmer. Those two guys sitting at over 400 batting averages. And it starts to dip from there. The 0-1 pitch. That one is over. Is now 0-2. The team batting average goes at 267 overall for Rapid City Central. We got two guys that are hitting in the 400s. Trying to find guys to help them out and string hits together. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Comes in and hits Jones. And so now the bases are loaded. And 0-2 count. And just didn't find the strike zone. The bases are now loaded here as Riley Palmer will come to the plate. And he is the guy that has been hurting the Govs so far today. 3 hits for him so far in the doubleheader. He got the RBI that got Rapid City Central on the board. Here's the first pitch to Palmer. That one's fouled down the third base line. And he coming in hitting .450. 19 runs driven in with 3 triples, a double, 27 hits overall, and 60 at-bats prior to today's game. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And it's now 0-2. And now with that big 0-2 advantage, you can go anywhere. Ken Hansen. So Hansen from the windup. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's popped up, foul, and it will get out of play, and we'll do it again here at 0-2. So the base is loaded with 1 down here at the top of the second. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Matt Hansen to Riley Palmer once again. That one is out towards left field. Jake Mayer going over there the foul line all the way to the corner, makes the catch. Runners will tag. Run will come in to score. And it's now second and third on the RBI sac fly from Riley Palmer. And it is now a 7-4 lead for the Pierre Governors. Everybody moved up 90 feet on that long fly ball, long out by Palmer. Here's Brecken O'Brien. You pull Rapid City Central within 1 and with a base hit. First pitch. That one is popped up. Cade Kaiser will call for it on the right side of the infield, makes the catch, and that will end the top of the second. 1 run scores on 1 hit in the inning. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. Inning and a half has gone by, and the Govs will have a 7-4 lead. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Spring is finally here, and it's time to be on the lookout for one of South Dakota's most serious noxious weeds. This invader of roadside trees, pastures, and range is leafy spurge. This noxious weed infests over 300,000 acres. It's a perennial with a distinctive yellow-green color and stems that contain a milky sap. Roots can reach over 20 feet deep. There are several control options that producers can look at, including herbicide and biological control. If you have questions about leafy spurge, contact your local county weed and pest supervisor or the South Dakota Department of Agriculture.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Bottom of the second. Governors have a 7-4 lead, 2-3-4 here for Pierre after batting around in that bottom of the first inning. Jake Mayer Andy Gordon and Bennett Dean. If anybody reaches base, it'll go back to Jack Merquant. Govs scored with their first 7 guys, 7 of their first 8 guys to reach base. As Aiden Mason didn't have that strong first inning, looking for a better second inning. Hanson started to settle in a little bit, gave up just that 1 run. But this Pierre team, again, looking to go 10 games over 500. Be the first time they'll be 10 games over 500 this year. Brandon Valley is in town on Saturday. That'll be followed by Sturgis on Sunday. Both those days are scheduled for 1 and 3 o'clock starts. Then Washington, Lincoln will come to town the following Friday and Saturday to close out the regular season. And then we wait to see who the Governors would face in the first round, the regional round, and if they would host. If they are a top 4 seed, they get to host the region round here at Hyatt Stadium as the first pitch of Jake Mayer misses for ball 1. They moved back up. They ended the weekend falling from 3rd to 5th, but they moved back up to 4th going into today as Mayer will pop the first pitch up, or excuse me, the 1-0 pitch up on the left side. The shortstop Jones will make the catch. The leadoff man is retired here to open up the bottom of the second. Now Andy Gordon, who's 1 for with an RBI single. But Pierre had moved back to 4th place and will most likely fall to 5th place, even with 2 wins today. First pitch is missed for ball 1 to Andy Gordon. That becomes even more critical on Saturday and Sunday as Gordon will shoot this one out towards left center field. That one's going to get over the head of the center fielder, Mellum, and off to the races goes Gordon. He's on at second. He's going to round second and will hold up. And the throw back into second base, and Gordon is going to stand on second after the ball got away. So Andy Gordon with a 1-out double. He's now 2 for 2 in the ball game. And that'll bring up Bennett Dean. Chance to bring him in. Kind of look at the standings here in just a little bit about with Class A and what you can kind of expect from what those power points might give you. As Dean will pop the first pitch up on the left side. The third baseman will call for it, and Matthews will make the catch. And they're now 2 down. And that'll bring up Jack Merquant. Merquant is 0 for 1. He struck out, but he reached base off the strikeout. First pitch, Gordon's off of the pitch, is taken for a strike, and into third base will be Gordon. And so now Merquant has a runner 90 feet away, but down 0-1 the count. So you look at Brandon Valley sitting at 8-5. That gives you 47 points if you beat them. Both times you beat them. As that one is over and out of Merquant. It's now 0-2. Sturgis at 7-5. That's if they don't play at all. You could get 47 points on both wins as well. As the 0-2 pitch is outside, and it's now 1-2. So that turns into both those games will be huge wins for Pierre but they got to get the wins first. Can't just assume that they'll beat both Brandon Valley and Sturgis in all 4 of those games. Merquant goes the other way. That's through for a base hit. And the Governors will get a run. That's going to get past the right fielder. And Utek didn't take the right route to it. Merquant will round second. He's going to head for third. The throw coming in. He'll slide in safely. And Merquant's got himself an RBI triple. And the Governors now lead 8-4. And that'll bring in Colin Bergerman, trying to drive him in. So the Govs answer the run that Rapid City Central scored in the second inning to now make it an 8-4 game. And the first pitch upcoming here to Colin Bergerman. Swings and misses. A ball starting to get away from the catcher O'Brien, but Merquan realized it didn't get that far away from him, so he couldn't steal and take home. As Bergman swung and missed at the first pitch, so the count is 0-1. 8-4 is their score. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will go off the helmets of O'Brien. Merquan's going to try and score. He will come in to score. And it's now a 9-4 lead for the Pierre Governors. As the count is now 1-1. Merquan kind of looked back at Coach Ryan Kruger when he started to run from third to home. I think maybe he thought Coach Kruger had said something different than him trying to score. Here's 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss is now 1-2. Most of the time those coaches will say, well, most coaches will tell you it's your call to make it. You can't wait for someone to tell you to go, because if you wait too long, that's when you're out trying to score. 1-2 pitch is outside and is now 2-2. And most guys are and Merquan read it right. I think maybe he thought he heard something differently from Coach Kruger, but here's a 2-2 pitch. Bergman started to go up the ladder a little bit, but he was able to foul away, and the count remains at 2-2. Bergman is looking for his first official at-bat. He's hit by a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Mason to Bergman. Misses high, and it's now 3-2. Spencer Lettler is on deck. He had the 2 RBI double. Hansen had the 2 RBI single. 3-2 pitch is a 2-out walk, and the inning will continue. As that'll bring up Spencer Lettler. Lettler now 7 runs driven in on the season. He scored 10 times. Up in that batting average, was batting .357 coming into the game. Here's first pitch. Runner is off with a pitch in Bergman. The throw to second. Bergman standing up on second base. He had a perfect jump. Although the lefty, you get a little worried when you go on first movement, but he read it right. We haven't really seen a pickoff move from Mason. So Bergman took off as soon as that right leg went in the air for Mason. 1-0 pitch misses and is now 2-0, and it gets away from the catcher O'Brien, and to third base will be Bergman. So the count is now 2-0, and a base hit would easily drive in Bergman to give a double-digit run total for the Pierre Governors in just 2 innings. Wouldn't expect a green light, but you never know. See if Spencer Lettler has it. 3-0 pitch. That one is over for strike 1. The count is now, it's now 2-1, not 3-1. Here is the 2-1 pitch. That one's grounded foul, and it's now 2-2. On deck is Matt Hansen, who'll be followed by Cade Kaiser. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Mason to Lettler. Lettler will shoot it towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Should get for extra bases. All the way to the corner out left center field. Lettler will round second. He's going to try for a third. The throw coming in. He slides in safe. A RBI 2-out triple for Spencer Lettler, his 3rd RBI of the game. And the Governors have themselves in double digits. And then I'll bring up Matthew Hansen. So he is 2 for 2 with a triple and a double and 3 runs driven in for Spencer Lettler. Here's the first pitch to Matt Hansen. That one will bounce in the dirt, went off of Hansen after it went off O'Brien, and it's now 1-0 here to Hansen. Help himself out again. Add to that lead here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Upstairs now 2-0. Seven and 8 right now for the Govs have combined for 5 runs driven in of the 10. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That one will get away, and coming in to score will be Lettler. And it's now 11-4 here for the Governors. The count is 3-0 to Hanson. So the bases are now cleared here in the bottom of the second. And a 7-run lead for this Pierre Governor team. Cade Kaiser is on deck. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Hanson will swing at the 3-0 pitch and out towards right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Hanson will take a hard turnaround first. And he is on with his second hit. He's 2 for 2. And that will bring up Cade Kaiser. But first we'll bring out a mound visit for Rapid City Central. And we'll see. Assume that they'll stick with Mason here for a little bit longer. Well, maybe not. He didn't like the fact that he was going to be taken out of this ball game. So we will have our pitching change. We'll come back in a minute and tell you who will be on the mound and where everybody will be at. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball. Today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Service Master of Pierre. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master. The clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They'll answer your questions, and they'll even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy is the pharmacy you know and trust. That number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back, still in the bottom of the second, Governors have runner at first, as Matt Hanson, as it will be now Wesley Gillespie on the mound for Rapid City Central. Gillespie coming in, will be his fourth appearance on the season, 5 2/3 innings. He is 0-1 in the year. He has given up 30 hits, 38 runs, 28 earned runs, 9 walks, 4 strikeouts. He has hit 5 guys. His ERA right now sitting at 34.5 and his whip at near 7 for Gillespie. So he's trying to lower that quickly here for the Pierre Governor against the Pierre Governors. As Gillespie is on to pitch, I believe Schluter out at second base now. The center fielder Mellum went to left field, and Mason went from the mound to out in center field. Cade Kaiser and Lincoln Keenels will be the first 2 guys who greet him, although Kaiser has to reach base to get to Keenels with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. You are listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station as just past 8 o'clock. Here on this Wednesday evening, Govs will play on Saturday and Sunday as they take on Brandon Valley and then Sturgis at 1 3 on both days. Then Washington on the following Friday, Lincoln on Saturday to close out the regular season. And all games will be on KCCR and online at KCCR.com. As Matt Hanson is on at first base here with 2 down. Cade Kaiser to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Kaiser. That one will bounce in for ball 1. Kaiser 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Hanson leads away from first. And here is the 1-0 pitch. Instead, getting back is Hanson on the pickoff attempt from Gillespie. Kaiser waits the 1-0 pitch again. Swings and misses, and it's now 1-1. Hanson took off for second. He will get to second. Ball nearly got in the center field. Hanson started to make his way to the third. Then he realized the second baseman's got the ball. So here Hanson is now in scoring position with a 1-1 count. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Govs have scored 7 in the first and now 4 here in the second and still threatening to score more. 1-1 pitch. Kaiser rips that one down the third base line. That's through for a base hit. That's extra bases. Hanson will come in to score. Kaiser will end up on second. He's got himself an RBI double. The Governors now lead 12-4. As they've got that dozen up on the scoreboard. And now bring up Lincoln Keenels. He ended the bottom of the first inning. He's come up for his third at-bats here in the bottom of the second. Keenels is 1 for 2 so far. First pitch to Keenels. That one's a ground ball to the right side. That's fielded by the second baseman. Schluter. The throw to first is a low one. It's not scooped out cleanly. Kaiser's going to round third. He's going to try and score. The throw is going to get past the catcher, and it'll be Keenels over to second base. As a couple of errors on that play from Rapid City Central. As it's now 13-4. So Kaiser comes in to score. It's going to be E4 on the fielding attempt, and then it's going to be an E3 on the throw to the plate, allowing Keenels to get to second. So that'll be the second error of the inning, third error in the game so far for Rapid City Central. Here's Jake Mayer. He's 0 for 2. Pickoff attempt, and back in safely and diving in safely is Keenels. So 9-run lead here in the bottom of the second for Pierre. 7 runs in the first, now 6 here in the second. From the stretch, here is the first pitch to Mayer. He'll line that one into center field for a base hit. He's now in the hit total, and Keenels will come around to score. Mayer's got himself an RBI single. And the Govs have opened up a 10-run lead. And now here's Andy Gordon. An RBI single for Mayer. He's in the hit column. Govs have scored now 7 times in each of the first 2 innings. Pickoff attempt. Standing back in safely is Jake Mayer. 5 hits in the inning, 9 so far. 6 hits in the inning. 10 hits so far in the game for Pierre. That one will get to the backstop. Mayer was stealing on the pitch. He thought about heading to third, but the ball hit the concrete, or the bricks, and came back and didn't allow Mayer to take third. So the count is 1-0 to Andy Gordon. From the stretch, 1-0 pitch comes inside off the glove of O'Brien, and it's now 2-0 to the third baseman, Gordon. He is 2 for 2, a single and a double, along with an RBI. A 10-run lead here for the Pierre Governors. 1-0 pitch. 2-0 pitch. Gordon, that one's out towards deep left field. That one's going to get down for extra bases. One hops off the wall, hit the warning track and hopped off the wall. Gordon, he'll stop at second with a second double of the ball game, second double of the inning for Andy Gordon. And it's now a 15-4 lead for Pierre. Mayer comes all the way around to score from second. And so now 2 RBIs in the game for Andy Gordon. And I'll bring up Bennett Dean. He flew out for the second out in the inning. They've come around. They've had all 9 guys on base, or 8 guys on base since him. First pitch misses for ball 1. An 8-run second inning here for Pierre. 1-0 pitch on the outside. It is now 1-1. So after Dean, a triple, walk, triple, single, double, single, and double. Count is now 2-1 here to Dean as that one missed low and outside. Dean 0 for 1 here in the game. He did walk his first trip. 2-1 is outside. Is now 3-1. On deck is Jack Merkwan, who tripled home run. That was the first hit with 2 outs. 3-1 pitch. Dean will sky this one out towards right field. Coming in on as the right fielder. He's not going to get there. It's going to land for a base hit. Dean rounds first. He's headed for second. The throw was cut off. And it's now a RBI double for Bennett Dean and a 12-run lead for the Pierre Governors. Dean adds his third RBI of the evening in a span of 2 games. And 9 straight guys have reached base for Pierre since they've gotten 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Here is Jack Merkwan, who's 1 for 2. 7 hits with 2 outs here for Pierre. A walk and an error has allowed the inning to extend past those other 7 hits. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Merkwan. Comes inside, and it's now 1-1. So the Govs lead by 12 here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one will miss low, and it's now 2-1. Interesting to see who will be on the mound for the Governors. Haven't seen much action, haven't really looked down there either, but a long inning for Matt Hansen to be in the dugout waiting for his time to go back out on the mound. And here's a 2-1 pitch. Merkwan will pop it up on the right side. It is in fair territory. The first baseman and Palmer will make the catch, and that will finally put an end to this inning. But the Governors bat around once again. They scored 9 runs in the second with a total of 8 hits in the inning, 2 errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the third. A 16-4 lead here for Pierre. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
ComTech in Pierre invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. ComTech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at ComTech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, ComTech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. ComTech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. ComTech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at ComTechPlus.com.
South Dakota didn't always have a capital, or even a permanent settlement for that matter. There wasn't always a river city on the Missouri River. And before First Dakota filed the first charter in 1872, there wasn't always a bank in South Dakota. Every timeless institution, tradition, and thriving business was started somewhere by someone who had a dream and the passion to make it happen first. What will be your South Dakota first? Visit firstdakota.com/first. Member FDIC.
Top of the third inning. As here for the Pierre Governors, we got Jackson Edmond now on the mound for the Govs. As he takes over for Matt Hansen. He will deal with 6, 7, and 8. Edmond so far on the season, 4 1/3 innings pitched. Will be his 7th appearance. 4 hits so far. He has 9 runs, 8 of them earned, 7 walks, 4 strikeouts. He has hit 2 guys. ERA is still right now at 12.9, but could continue to come down with a solid outing here. Whip at 2.53. So he comes out to start the top of the third inning. Let's see if we have any other changes. Looks like maybe Cade Kaiser's still over at second base. Oh, that actually Matt Hansen over at second base. It looks like that would be all the changes that we have. So Edmond comes in for Kaiser. And everybody else will stay the same. So 6, 7, and 8. Carter Utecht, Trey Houlihan, and Wesley Gillespie. Anybody reaches base, then we go to the number 9 hitter and Brody Matthews. Here's the first pitch from Jackson Edmond. Comes over for strike 1. And Greg Dean talked about it on Saturday or Friday. With Jackson Edmond and Dirk Campbell work with him, kind of slowing his motion up just a little bit. Kind of give him a little bit of hesitation when he gets that leg up. As there's a ground ball, left side. Gordon fields it, gets in front of it, low throat. Benedine will scoop it up. The leadoff man is retired. Good play all the way around for the Governors. That's a tough play for Gordon to get over to field that cleanly. and he just blocked it up. Had a strong throw. It was low, but Bennett Dean with the nice scoop over at first base to record the leadoff out. First time we've seen the leadoff man retired here at the ball game. First pitch to Houlihan. That one's grounded over for Dean to take. He will underhand flip it to Edmond covering. And there's now 2 down. And a good job by Edmond to bounce off the mound so quickly. And Dean with a nice flip to lead Edmond forward. They made it look very, very easy, but it's not an easy play to make. You're trying to a pitcher, of course, Edmond's a good athlete. But those guys in Major League Baseball are also good athletes, whether you want to admit it or not. But being able to roll off the mound, field it, get the flip on the run, everything else has to go perfect for that to happen as the first pitch is over for strike 1 to Wesley Gillespie. That's a much harder play to make than what these 2 guys made it look like. They made it look like they've been working on it since February. 0-1 pitch, they swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. And I say February just because it's like they've been practicing since spring training. Make it easy. Make it as easy as that they made it look. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one bounces in to Gillespie, and it's now 1-2. For the Governors in the bottom of the third inning, it'll be Bergman, Lettler, and Hansen. Right now, the Govs would need 3 runs, and they can end the ball game in the third inning. Here's 1-2 pitch. Chopped at, reaching for it. That's going to roll foul as Gordon able to get a piece of it or was able to glove it. So it remains at 1-2 to Gillespie, who is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop Keenels in his first at bat. Having a strike away from finishing it here at the top of the third. So here comes Edmonds' pitch from the windup. The 1-2 pitch to Wesley Gillespie. He started to swing at it, then he got hit. They're going to check him over at first. No, they're not going to check him at first base. And he is safe at first base. He was hit by a pitch. I think they were trying to see if maybe to check him to see if he swung at the pitch, but the umpire said he did not. So it's not a 1-2-3 inning. It is runner on at first base for Brody Matthews, who drew a walk back in the second. Two away here at the top of the third. First pitch. There's a ground ball to the right side that's foul off the glove of Dean over at first base. That's now 0-1. The oldest brother of the Deans, Blake Dean, graduating from Baylor. So congratulations to him. Then the second oldest, or the middle Dean, is going to be graduating on Sunday. So a fun time in the Dean household. Then the following Sunday, the youngest will graduate high school in Bennett Dean. 0-1 pitch. That one is at the letters, now 0-2. What a time to be a Dean. You can say that just about every day, though. Edmond will come set from the stretch. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That tag applied by Huska, and that will retire the side. Here in the top of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, one man left on base. After 2.5, Governors have a 16-4 lead over Rapid City Central. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. Do you need the Pierre Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or post-state apparel? All-Around Graphics in Pierre is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All-Around Graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue or call 224-4677. All-Around Graphics in Pierre, your one-stop shop.
Agtegra in Highmore. We pride ourselves on providing our customers with reliable markets, superior services, and quality products. From corn and soybeans to spring and winter wheat, you can trust Agtegra in Highmore with all your grain handling needs. It's all about helping you achieve the best harvest possible. Call Agtegra of Highmore today at 605-846-1379. That's 605-846-1379.
As we welcome you back, bottom of the third inning, Pierre Governors, they lead 16-4 over Rapid City Central. 3 runs would win you the ball game here in the third inning. The 15-run rule after 3. And then 10-run rule after 5. Wesley Gillespie on. He is still on for his second inning of work for the Rapid City Central Cobblers. Actually came in with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning, so he's only thrown a third of an inning so far. But he will have Colin Bruggeman and then Spencer Lettler, along with what would be Matt Hansen and then Jackson Edmond, the first 4 hitters for the Pierre Governors. Bruggeman is 0 for 0 so far. Not a official at-bat yet. He was hit by a pitch. He also drew a walk. He came around to score both times that he has reached base. 12 hits in the game so far for Pierre. 3 hits for Andy Gordon. 2 hits for Spencer Lettler, 2 hits for Matt Hansen. First pitch to Bruggeman. That one's over for strike 1. So the Govs enjoying that dozen lead right now, 16-4. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Bruggeman. It's now 0-2. 7 runs in the first, 9 runs in the second. And a 3 spot would win you the ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Gillespie to Bruggeman. Goes behind Bruggeman. Almost hits him. And the count is now 1-2. Spencer Lettler's got 3 RBIs so far here in this second game. Most on the team of the 16 runs they have scored. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Bruggeman. Goes in the dirt. And the throw to first base is a high one. It pulls him off the bag. And that will allow Bruggeman to reach base to open up the bottom of the third. So second time now a strikeout is allowed to Governor a base runner. Here's Spencer Lettler, 2 for 2, a double and a triple. 3 runs driven in. Big O attempt. Bruggeman back in safely. Gillespie will come set from the stretch. Here is the first pitch to Spencer Lettler. Bruggeman's off with the pitch. Swing and a miss by Lettler. That throw is high, and Bruggeman will get in safely into second. So the count is 0-1 to Spencer Lettler. Matt Hansen, he is on deck. He'll be followed by Jackson Edmond. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lettler swings and misses, and it's now 0-2. Hansen's also 2 for 2 in the game. Kaiser went 1 for 2. Here's the 0-2 from Gillespie to Lettler. That's high and outside. And it's now 1-2 to the Governor center fielder. We'll be on the air 12:40 on Saturday against Brandon Valley for that doubleheader against the Lynx. On Sunday, 12:40 again. Be on the air. There's a swing and a miss as Spencer Lettler goes down on strikes. And there's one down here in the bottom of the third. That'll be Matthew Hansen. He's playing second base, taking over for Cade Kaiser after he is relieved on the mound. Pitcher Jackson Edmond is on deck. Here's the first pitch to Hansen. Over for strike 1. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles. Drove in 2 runs in his first at-bat. Again, he's had himself a pretty busy week already. Played in the quad of tennis on Monday, as Hansen will be well in front of it, and he fouls it out of play on the left side. The count's now 0-2 to Hansen. He'll play 3 duels tomorrow, and then play in a tournament all day Friday. And then come play some baseball on Saturday, weather permitting. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Here's a sharply hit ball through the left side for a base hit. Colin Briggerman will come around to score. 3 for 3 now Hansen, as he will take second base on the high throw coming in. And Hansen has an RBI single, his 3rd hit of the ball game. And the Govs now lead 17-4. Good base running by Bruggeman. Good job by Matt Hansen as well to read the throw coming in. As it will now be Jackson Edmond to come to the plate. Lincoln Keenels is on deck here for the Govs. So here's Edmond's first chance swing the bat here in this doubleheader. He's looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 so far on the season. Hansen will steal the first pitch. The throw to third is not in time, and Hansen's now at third base. The first pitch missed for ball 1. So Hansen with the steal, and now the Govs have that run 90 feet away. Edmond would represent the winning run. As the 1-0 pitch, a good block there by the catcher. I believe the catcher is Ben Harms now instead of O'Brien. Counts now 2-0. Here is now the 2-0 pitch from Gillespie to Edmond. That one will bounce in. We'll get to the backstop. Hansen will come in to score. And it's now an 18-4 lead here for Pierre. And the bases are empty with a 3-0 count to Edmond. Again, in high school baseball, you get a 15-run rule after 3, 10-run rule after 5. And Pierre has a 14-run advantage over Rapid City Central. They were down 3-0 in this game. Answer with a 7 spot in the bottom of the first and 9 runs in the second, as Edmond doesn't see a strike, walks on 4 pitches. And that will allow Lincoln Keenels to come to the plate. Keenels is 1 for 3. This will be, again, this is 4th at bat in 3 innings. He reached on an error, end up at second base off of a couple of errors. Actually, you're going to have a courtesy runner as Elliott Life will come in to run here for Pierre. So now Life will run for the pitcher, Edmond. As Gillespie will come set first pitch. Keenels will shoot it out towards center field. That one will be caught by the center fielder, Mason, and Life will have to retreat back to first. So there's now 2 down, as Keenels is now 1 for 4 in the game. And then bring up Jake Mayer. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. (18-4) lead here for Pierre in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mayer is 1 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch to Mayer. He'll swing and foul it back, and it's 0-1. Rapid City Central, if we get to the top of the 4th inning, it'll be the top of the order. Aiden Mason, Kyle Schluter, and Caden Jones. Rapid City Central had 3 runs scored in the first inning, but have scored just 1 run since, as Mayer fouls that one out of play and is now 0-2. Base hit wouldn't score LA Life. You find a gap somewhere down the line. Gillespie comes set from the stretch. Here is the 0-2 pitch to Jake Mayer. Bounces in. Actually, was caught right at the dirt by the catcher in Ben Harms. He's hitting for, would assume that he's hitting for O'Brien. Don't see him out. O'Brien don't see him on the field anywhere right now. But here comes now the 1-2 pitch to Jake Mayer. Floats a curveball in. That's hit towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Elliott Life will round to second. He's going to head to third. The throw will come in. Jake Mayer will head back to first. And it's now first and third. Here with 2 down in the bottom of the third inning. So Mayer is now 2 for 4. And Andy Gordon is at the plate. He is 3 for 3 with 2 runs driven in. That winning run is on at third base. First pitch comes upstairs to Andy Gordon. Gordon with 2 doubles. He hit both those doubles in the second inning. He is the 7th man to come to the plate here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 pitch. Gordon will ground it to the left side. It's fielded by the third baseman. Matthews, a throw to first, is in time, and that will end the bottom of the third. So we will head to the fourth with a 14-run lead for the Pierre Governors. They scored 2 runs in that inning on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. As we head to the fourth, it is a 18-4 lead for the Pierre Governors. Back in a minute, you're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Verting Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verting Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verting Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verting Electric, 224-8684. It is the top of the fourth inning, and it will be for Rapid City Central the top of the order, as Isaac Pollock is now on the mound for the Pierre Governors. So Pollock will replace Edmond, who came in after to relieve Matthew Hansen, the starter. So it is now up to Isaac Pollock. Try and keep this a 14-run lead for the Pierre Governors and allow them to potentially score just 1 run in the bottom of the fourth to end it in 4 innings. So Aiden Mason will lead things off. He is 0 for 1 so far. He flew out to the left fielder Mayer in his first at-bat after walking in his first plate appearance. Swings and misses in the first pitch. Was behind the Pollock fastball. And it is 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will get to the backstop, and the count is even a ball and a strike. Do have actually Jackson Edmond on at first base, so Pollock is in Dean's spot, so he would be leading off to open up the bottom of the fourth inning. There's a hard hit ground ball. 1 hopper to Andy Gordon. Throw the big man over at first base in Edmond, and leadoff man is retired. Here to open up the top of the fourth inning. I'm going to bring up number 2 hitter Kyle Schluter, who is 1 for 2. So the lineup for the Governors will be Pollock, Merquan, and Bergerman in the bottom of the fourth. The Govs only had 7 guys come to the plate that first inning. That inning. His first pitch is a swing and a miss to Kyle Schluter. Pollock had a pretty good outing on Saturday against Yankton. The 0-1 pitch, that one is out towards right field, but it is right to the right fielder Merquan, and there's now 2 down. Pollock for his this would be his 6th appearance, 13 innings so far. He is 2-1 with a save. 12 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 5 walks, 12 strikeouts, 2 hits by pitch, 2.15 ERA for Isaac Pollock. First pitch to Caden Jones is missed for ball 1. 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 pitch is fouled back, and the count is now even on a ball and a strike. Again, Pollock, Merkwan, and Bergman, the first 3 hitters, barring any pinch hitters that come in for Pierre. Here's a 1-1 pitch. He'll reach at it, does Jones. It'll foul it away, and it's now 1-2. Send our best wishes to Aaron Booth, who is going to be done for the rest of the regular season, or rest of the high school season. As he told me today that he's got a partially torn UCL, so going to get an MRI and figure things out from there. As a swing and a miss by Jones is going to get all the way to the backstop, and to first base will be Jones. As wasn't the swing that he probably was looking for, but it worked out well for him because it put him on base with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And there's now Riley Palmer. Aaron Booth's a really good kid. He's a funny guy. I don't know if there's any time that I haven't seen him and haven't started laughing at any point of the conversation I've had with him, but do feel bad for him. It's never fun for any injury, but it's never fun when you end up getting hurt in your senior year. As Pollock will make the catch on a pop-up by Palmer, and that will end the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no 1 man left on base. We have the bottom of the 4th. The Governors need one run to win it. They lead 18-4 over Rapid City Central. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball. Today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Are you driving a 2014 or newer vehicle? Are there less than 100,000 miles on it? Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is prepared to give you top dollar. Again, if your ride is 2014 or newer with less than 100,000 miles, Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you top dollar for it right now. Trade it in or sell it to us. Doesn't matter. Your vehicle has never been worth more than it is right now. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Overhead Door Company of Pierre is a locally owned business specializing in the sale, service, and installation of residential and commercial garage doors. They provide quality, dependable products with constant service and the peace of mind you need. Overhead Door is one of the most recognized and most respected brand in the garage door industry. For installation and repairs, call Overhead Door Company today at 224-6200. That's 224-6200.
Bottom of the 4th, Isaac Pollock will lead things off. As then it'll be Jack Merkwan and Colin Brady Getz. Actually, it'll be Jack Merkwan. He's trying to swing left-handed right now, but he'll most likely come up and hit right-handed. But Pollock will lead it off. Brady Getz looks like he's going to hit third for Colin Bergman, as the Govs have an 18-4 lead. So Getz will hit for Bergman, and he'd be the 3rd hitter in the order. Spencer Lettler would be the 4th hitter for the Governors. Here with the bottom of the 4th, 18-4 lead for the Pierre Governors. First pitch to Pollock. Hits him in the helmet. And Pollock will make his way to first base. He gets a rounding ovation from his first base dugout. And that'll bring up Jack Merkwan. So Merkwan, he is 1 for 3. He tripled home run back in the 2nd inning. Have a courtesy runner. Elliott Life will come back out and run for the pitcher. Again, back here at Hyatt Stadium on Saturday against Brandon Valley. That'll be a big doubleheader against the Lynx. First pitch, instead a check over, back in safely as Life. The Lynx, they didn't start out so well. Their record wasn't where they wanted it to be, now 8-5. Going into potentially tomorrow, they might, I believe they play Mitchell on Friday. So that's a big doubleheader, and that could lead to, if the Govs would sweep Brandon Valley, and Brandon Valley would be swept by Mitchell, all of a sudden that takes one of those wins to, or both those wins to 44 points instead of being at 47. As a pitch is fouled away by Merquan, the count is now even at a ball and a strike. Again, Getz is on deck. Maybe followed by, right now, Lettler in the order. If Spencer Lettler would, one, be able to come up to the plate, or if they would not pinch hit for him. 1-1 pitch is outside, and it's now 2-1. Yeah, this game didn't start out the way that Pierre was probably hoping it would. It was a 2-1 or a 3-0 lead for Rapid City Central in the top of the first inning. But all of a sudden, the Govs scored 7 runs in the bottom of the first. Only 1 run scored for Rapid City Central. The 9 spot for the Governors. That one is through on the right side. Elliot Leifel around second. He's going to head for third. They're going to hold him up at third base. A double for Jack Merquan. And the Govs now have runners at second and third for Brady Getz to try and end the ball game with nobody out. He Getz and then Spencer Lettler. He is made his way out to the on-deck circle as Lettler. So here comes the first pitch to Getz. That one will get away. Life does not come in to score because the ball, those bricks came right back to the catcher in Harms. So the count is now 1-0 here to Getz. Brady Getz hitting 200. 5 runs driven in, though, so far in the season. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Gillespie to Getz. He'll shoot that one foul. He turned on that one. Boy, he hit that one hard down the left field line. But he's just a little bit too quick on that hit. So now here's the 1-1 pitch to Getz from Gillespie. He'll poke that one to the right side. Elliot Life will come in to score as Getz is thrown out at first, and that should end the ball game. A 15-run lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're going to keep playing. That was a 15-run rule after 3 innings, but RBI ground out for Brady Getz, as Spencer Lettler will shoot that one to center field. The catch is made. The runner will tag and score. So it'll be another run to come in on the sac fly RBI from Lettler. And there are now 2 down. The bases are now empty, and the lead is 20-4. So I thought maybe the 15-run rule would end the ball game, but they're just going to play 10 after 5. Maybe it'd be 20 after 3. Pitch misses low for ball 1 to Matt Hansen. Hansen's 3 for 3. 3 singles, 3 RBIs. It's with nobody on base here with 2 outs. 1-0 pitch misses, is now 2-0. Jackson Edmond is on deck. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hansen, hard ground ball to third baseman. That eats him up, and it goes over his head. Might have hit another bad hop there for the third baseman in Matthews. And that'll give Hansen a base hit. We'll give him a base hit. Make him 4 for 4 of the day. And Jackson Edmond will come to the plates. Still with 2 outs. The Governors Looking to add to it, Edmond, he drew a walk. First, only 4 pitches that he saw. First pitch is outside for ball 1. So Hanson over at first base. Here's now Edmond to the plates. Top of the 5th inning for Rapid City Central. It'll be Harms, Utect, and Houlihan as that one's popped high up in the air. The pitcher will call for it. Gillespie, he'll make the catch, and that will end the inning here in the bottom of the 4th. So another 2-run score for Pierre on 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 4, the Govs have a 16-run lead, 20-4. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball. Today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
Top of the 5th inning, it is a 20-4 lead here for the Pierre Governors. Isaac Pollock on to try and finish this one out. Should be Matt Harms to lead things off for Rapid City Central, followed by Carter Utech and Trey Houlihan as we are in the top of the 5th inning. So again, just 3 outs away for the Govs, getting a doubleheader sweep against Rapid City Central. They won the first one 9-3, and here in game number 2, leading 20-4. 4 hits so far for Rapid City Central. You have 16 hits for the Pierre Governors. Matt Harms will lead things off for Rapid City Central, be followed by Carter Utech and Trey Houlihan. I believe that's Carter Utech. It is, bat second. First pitch misses for ball 1. So Isaac Pollock, who had a near 1-2-3 inning, ended up with a strikeout in that the one batter that got on base. This is now 2-0. Harms, his first at bat, he comes in hitting .063. For Isaac Pollock, just pumping strikes. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's now 2-1. As we are closing in on the 9 o'clock hour. Gotten down to 46 degrees here in Pierre. 2-1 is on the edge, is now 2-2. What I love about Pierre, and the sunset still another 4 minutes away. Looks like it would be 6, 7 o'clock still. It was a couple months ago. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to the right side. Edmond, it goes through his legs and into right field for an error. Charge to Jackson Edmond, and Harms is on to open up the top of the 5th. And then I'll bring up Carter Utech. Utech is 0 for 1. Walked and also ground out to the third baseman, Gordon. Houlihan is on deck. First pitch. He'll pop it up. And it will be taken by the second baseman in Hanson. And there's now 1 down. And now here is Trey Houlihan. Houlihan is 1 for 2 with a single. 1 down here at the top of the 5th. So the Govs are going to go to 14-4 in the season. 10 games over 500. First pitch is over for strike 1. The big doubleheader sweep for Pierre. Love to continue to see doubleheader sweeps time and time again Well, they got one last Saturday. They were swept for the first time, though, last Friday. They get a chance for 2 more doubleheader sweeps against Brandon Valley and Sturgis as the count's now 0-2 here to Houlihan. He swung and missed at that one. So here comes the now 0-2 pitch. That one is on the outside corner, taken for strike 3, and there's now 2 down. To bring up Wesley Gillespie. Final out. Final hope for the Rapid City Central Cobblers. Just 4 hits here in game number 2. 6 hits in game number 1 for Rapid City Central. First pitch is over for strike 1. And stay tuned for the post-game show. Might get a chance to chat a little bit with Coach Steve Gray. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as Gillespie almost threw the bat at it. Swinging at ball 1, and now the Govs are a strike away from finishing out the sweep. Here's the 0-2 pitch. One just misses a little bit outside, maybe a little low and outside. Now the count is 1-2. Pollock will peer in. Will come set. 1-2 pitch. Foul back. And we will do it again here at 1-2. Infield straight up. Outfield as well. Maybe playing a little bit for him to go the other way is Gillespie. 1-2 pitch again upstairs. Now 2-2 to Gillespie. Wait to see if we'll. I'm not sure if we'll have an update in the standings going into tomorrow. Maybe have that update tomorrow morning. But the 2 wins will still put them a spot lower back into 5th place. 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. That is strike 3, and that will end the ball game, and that will give the Governors a doubleheader sweep as they will win it 20-4 here in game number 2. So doubleheader sweep for the Govs. They win it 20-4 in game 2 against Rapid City Central. We step aside. When we come back, we'll have in 2 minutes, we'll have a recap of this doubleheader win for the Pierre Governors. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Hey, it's Julia from Milwaukee Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
As we welcome you back here to Hyde Stadium, it is a final as the Pierre Governors, they win 20-4 in game number 2 and take the doubleheader sweep over Rapid City Central. 28 runs on 16 hits, 1 error. They left 4 guys on base in that second game for the Pierre Governors. Rapid City Central, 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors, and 7 men left on base. Overall on the day for the Pierre Governors, they finished with 26 hits. They scored 29 runs. They overall left 9 guys on base. Boy, you're scoring 29 runs and leaving 9 guys on base. That's a pretty good day for the Pierre Governors, but they did have 2 errors, 1 in each game. Rapid City Central picked up 3 runs. They scored in the 4th and 5th. In game number 1, they scored 3 runs in the first inning in game 2, but also had a run in the second inning. That made it a 7-4 ball game at the point. They were down 3-0 were the Governors after the top of the first, but came back to score 7 in the bottom of the first, let 7-4 go in the bottom of the second, scored 9 times to take a 16-4 lead, ended up winning by 16, 20-4 over Rapid City Central as they are now 14-4 on the season, 10 games over 500 for the Pierre Governors as they will welcome in Brandon Valley on Saturday and Sturgis on Sunday for 2 doubleheaders. Hope we can get that Brandon Valley doubleheader in here at Hyde Stadium. A 1 and 3 o'clock start for that doubleheader. You listen to both games here on today's KCCR, today'skccr.com, and available to watch on YouTube at KCCR Sports. And we'll have that on Sunday as well for a 1 and 3 o'clock start against Sturgis. And then we get to the final weekend of the regular season against Washington and Lincoln on that Friday and Saturday, as the Govs will be looking for a bunch of home wins to close out the season. They are now 14-4 on the year, 10 games over 500. Although they will drop in the standings to number 5 after tonight, still 2 big wins where you got a chance to have everybody kind of come in and hit, and that really helps out. That really gives you a lot more confidence for the Pierre Governors. Having that pitching-wise, Jake Mayer threw well in game number 1. Everybody threw pretty much well in the games, but Christian Bush came in. Brady Getz finished it out in game 1 for the Pierre Governors, and then in game number 2, Matthew Hansen, he got the start. Didn't probably like how his first inning went, but pitched well through those a couple of innings. Then Jackson Edmond came in. Isaac Pollock finished the last 2 innings for the Pierre Governors to get the 20-4 win over Rapid City Central. So the Govs are now at 14-4 on the season, 10 games over 500. As we are just about to wrap things up here and on this Wednesday evening. But first, we will talk with Coach Steve Gray as he makes his way up here to the press box. So I'll give the microphone to him. Coach, first off, congratulations on the 2 wins. That first inning of the second game, you get down 3-0, but hey, the second time now that you guys gotten down by multiple runs in the first inning, but have come back and have taken both games by storm.
Yeah, we just got to focus earlier, and it's hard sometimes. And, that's a young baseball team we're playing there, and, those guys know it. And it's just we just got to focus up earlier.
Pitching-wise, Jake Mayer came out in that first game. He was electric in that first game, and that's something that we haven't seen from him yet. Mostly because again, you have so many pitchers that one bad outing, all of a sudden you feel like I shouldn't say sit on it, but because there's so many pitchers, by the time it comes back to your turn. But he was really good today.
Yeah, Jake did a nice job. I mean, it was nice to get him on the mound, get him some work. And that was kind of the plan tonight, was to get everybody some work. In that 30 to 45 pitch range, and work everybody through, and just because like tonight would have been a bullpen night for us Wednesday nights anyways, so it was good to get him some work, and Brady threw it well, and it was just good to see everybody get some work.
Andy Gordon's a guy that for his standards feels like he's been struggling, but he finishes with those 3 hits in game number 2. Actually, I think he went 3 for 4. Matt Hansen went 4 for 4 in game 2. You guys really hit the ball well in that second game.
Absolutely. It was nice seeing Andy seeing the baseball well. He's been making hard outs for the last couple games, and he finally got a couple of them to fall in. Finally, I was like, quit hitting the damn ball so hard, like goodness. So he, it's good to see him swing it good, and that's a lot of fun. And Matthew swung it well, and it's just trying to get a lot of those guys. Some game speed at bats, and it's starting to pay off.
And that's the thing, too, is that you had so many guys get multiple RBIs or at least an RBI. You had 5 players get an RBI in the lineup in game number 1, and I haven't tallied it yet, but at least 5 guys got RBIs in game number 2. And that's what you love to see, spreading the wealth around and guys driving in other guys.
Absolutely. It's good. We need a game like that just to get some, game speed at bats. It's just what you need. The farther along you get along is, we can only throw BP for so much and hit off a machine. You just need to see it coming out of somebody's hand and, starting to see it pretty good. I don't know how many hits we had in that game, but we squared a lot of them up. So
16 hits in game 2. He had 10 in game number 1. Brandon Valley comes to town on Saturday. That's a big doubleheader. They'll be playing Mitchell on Friday, so I'm sure you'll probably keep an eye on that and see how those guys do against the Mitchell Colonels. But that's a big doubleheader against a team that kind of struggled to begin the season, have really found their groove lately, and they're going to be coming in with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, that's a well-coached baseball team. Jeremy does a nice job. They got good baseball players all throughout their system, so it'll be a tough matchup. We're hoping the rain stays away, and I already talked to Jeremy about it. Hey, what's plan B? And it's going to be kind of tough. If we don't get her in Saturday, I don't know if we'll get Brandon's. But then we'll turn around and go play Sturgis on Sunday, which are 2 huge games too, because we're going to need those for seeding points and all that stuff. So got to. Right now, we control our own destiny. That's the way it comes down to. Yeah,
you're exactly right. Those wins are going to be huge because, Brandon Valley right now, 3 games over 500. Sturgis also 3 games over 500, where even if you sweep them, and granted that Brandon goes 1-1, at least 1-1 against Mitchell, you're getting more points out of it, and you're not pushing them into 500 range or anything like that. Yeah. So it works out. These records going in the weekend work out in your favor.
Yeah, absolutely. We go take care of business. We'll be right where we want to be. It's just what's nice. What's kind of cool. I like the seeding points because it keeps you dialed in. Personally, it just, it's not like the old ways where we used to have a region, and our region was, sometimes good, sometimes bad, and we always, kind of made our way up to the top of that. But now you just have to play good baseball every night, and that's what we're out here for, is play good baseball every night.
And what's that? You get 2 days off of practice, Thursday and Friday. So what's that going to look like going into then on Saturday against Brandon Valley?
We're just trying to get extra swings for everybody. Trying to we'll probably field the baseball. We fielded pretty good tonight. And pitchers did a decent job. So a lot of it's just getting swings and getting ready to go and talking about some little things. And now it's just down to game execution. We're at that point in the season. We turn around and, in theory, we got 2.5, 3 weeks of baseball left. We do. I'm saying me, Dirk, and Ryan with these guys, and it's like, okay, now we're just getting down to game situations, making sure we're hitting cuts and pitchers throwing strikes. It's a pretty simple concept, but you just got to go out and execute every night.
And how's it feel to be able to be at home for the rest of this regular season?
Absolutely. We got a great crowd, even though it was kind of cold and chilly and kind of overcast. We always have a great crowd and got great fan support, and it's just fun to play at home on a great facility. Ours is the top one in the state, so that's the way I feel about it. So it's it's kind of cool place to watch a game, and great backdrop, and so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're not going to hear any arguments out for me. I think it is the best place to look at here, or best place to play some baseball in the entire state of South Dakota. So, Coach, I appreciate the time. Yep. Congratulations on the 2 win.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you again on Saturday.
All right. Thank you. Go Govs.
Head coach Steve Gray of the Pierre Governors. They win it 20-4 in game 2. They won the first game 9-3. As that will wrap things up for us here this evening from Hyde Stadium. For Ray Lewis back at the station, I'm John Winkler. Governors, they win again. Doubleheader sweep of Rapid City Central. 9-3 in game 1 and 20-4 in game 2. As we say so long from beautiful Hyde Stadium.
You have been listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR. Pierre Governor Baseball is brought to you by Bank West, B&B Equipment, the Association of South Dakota Weed and Pest, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sioux Nation, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Overhead Door Company, Service Master, All Around Graphics, Nystrom Electric, Wagner Auto,
Agtegra, AirTech, Pierre Sports Center, Comtech, and Rising Hope Counseling. Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR is also brought to you by Avera, Dakota Sprinkler, Birding Electric, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Gales Gas, First Dakota National Bank, Lamb Motor, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Olson Plumbing, Todd's Electric, Kruger Contracting, Midwest Cooperative, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, and Shane's Pharmacy. Join us again for more Pierre Governor Baseball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcast.